Alright, good morning everyone. It is a Tuesday morning and the roads are clear, at least the state highways, and I am heading to get some cattle feed and some dog food, and I have to actually get a couple pins for the blade on my four-wheeler snow blade. Lost a pin out of it, so I'll get it replaced. So it's a pretty simple project today. I will have to stop by one of my extra barns and get some straw to put in some of the pins, since I'm putting more cows up. And I think the next 2 mornings we're supposed to be down in single digits, and once that spell gets over, we'll be back in the 20s of a night, so it won't be as horrible. But that's my story for this morning. Well, this is what the roads are like on this Tuesday. I had to run and get some cattle feed and a couple other odds and ends, as you saw, and hopefully I can get up my driveway. I am in four-wheel drive. Well, it seems like on days like today, I take about an hour and a half, 2-hour shifts out here doing different things. So I had to go get some straw bales and a few extra square bales of hay. So I'll have to get this unloaded. And there's the cow and calf that I kicked out last night. I'm going to let them out up into this upper lot with the other cows. And I'm putting 4 in of a night. So I got to get this unloaded. Well, I don't know whether you can see this or not, but I did kick out 2 more cows and calves. They've been up since the storm. It's 19 degrees this morning, but I believe they're hardy enough that they can stand it. I think tomorrow morning is going to be the coldest day, but I'm sure these cows will take them to a nice warm spot and hide them, even though there's a few days old. The oldest calf is really active. Well, I don't know whether you can see that very well or not, but the bale was facing the wrong way, so it wouldn't roll out the way it should. So I have to turn it around, and hopefully it will roll out a lot better. Of course, the very outside edge are froze with this cold weather. And hopefully once I turn this around and it's rolling the right direction, it will not be a problem, but we shall see. I'll explain why I roll it out sometimes and not others. Since there's lots of snow, and if I put it in the feeders, I'm just afraid these young calves will lay around the feeders and get stepped on. If I do it this way, the hay is scattered out and less likely to get laid on. Once you get this bale going the right direction, it unrolls pretty easily. Okay, I've got the hay rolled out. You can see the cows all lined up across here to eat. I rolled out 2 bales. And the other string of hay is over here, which I'll turn the tractor around for you to see. So there'll be enough hay out here for a couple of days for these cows to eat. Hey, it's noon on Friday. Which would be the 10th, I guess. Time for the noontime feeding of the kid goat. And we are in round 2 of another little snowstorm. This one's not going to be as bad as the other one. We are expecting 2 to 4 inches, I guess. It's supposed to snow and continue. Maybe up until 1 a.m. Saturday morning. Quick video here of the cows that's up. 3 of those I put in the barn every night because they're due pretty quick. I didn't film this, maybe try and get it this afternoon. There is a calf laying way over there in the hay, and it was 10 days early. It was born yesterday afternoon. I was going to get that cow up into the barn, but you can't predict a 10-day early calf. And it was doing fine. It was already dried off, up and nursing. And if you remember yesterday morning here in my part of the country, it was 6 degrees, but I think she did wait until lunchtime or so to have the calf. So that's a little update. I'll head in the barn and get my baby fed. So this Dapple doling, her mother had a very bad udder, and they couldn't even reach the udder, as I've talked about in my other videos. And she had a twin that we lost, I think probably because of what's called navel ill. And this little girl here, she's doing fine. She's getting bottle fed 4 times a day. Fed at 6 in the morning or thereabouts, noon, 6 in the evening. Then she does get a midnight feeding. Sometimes she'll just suck the bottle down straight without stopping. And then sometimes she has to take a break or 2. I don't know whether you can hear that in the background, but that's my buck. He just butts on the door. In fact, I'm going to put a piece of plywood and screw it into the side of a steel door so he doesn't tear it completely up. He's already got part of the skin tore up. Maybe the folks that's watching this particular video, you could suggest some names for this little dapple-doeling. And you can see Des, the border pup, just keeps in and out. She can't sit still no matter what. One of the folks that I follow on YouTube, Andrea Fleming, up in Minnesota, they're starting to have fainting goats. These are all commercial boar goats, and we sell them mainly to 4-H kids. Any of the better females that don't get sold, I keep myself. I believe she's about done. She's just got a few gulps left. That's it for this feeding. The other goats are all scattered out in here, the mamas. And Monday I am taking the little boys down to get disbudded, and instead of becoming bucks, they're going to become wethers as well. You can see they're having a big time. They are climbers and jumpers. Well, I'm out here on the gator, and I'm trying to check on the cows and the calves. And I've spied, I think, 2 of the calves. And there should be 4 out here. There's calf 503, and that's a Conley Passport bull calf. Over here is a fully loaded Baldy heifer calf. That was the first one that was born this year out of sex semen. So I see 3 for sure. So let me shut this camera off and see if I can find 2 more. Well, I just about drove past the 4th calf, the one that I was describing that was born yesterday, curled up here in a little pile of hay, and Mama's right up there. She's watching what I'm doing. You can see this calf is not shivering at all. That's a Here For Good, which is Here I Am Son, and that's a heifer calf, weighed 86 pounds, 10 days early that I mentioned. So everything looks content. May roll out a couple bales of hay later on, late this afternoon. Because if I roll it out now, it's just going to get covered with snow. Well, there is calf 2. That's the other fully loaded heifer calf. So I have found all the calves. They're up and doing well. So I'll wait till this afternoon and roll out that hay. Well, here's an update on the snowfall from earlier video clip. You can see that it's still coming down. Things are getting the snow covered, and it's time for evening chores, and I'm gonna start the tractor and let it warm up so I can put out some hay. Well, as you can see, I'm putting hay out in this little mini snow blizzard, I guess you could say. And again, rolling it out simply because cattle will have more places to lay. My son is on his way out here to help cut the net off, which is handy, and that way I don't have to get off the tractor. Everything is fed for now. I think again it's supposed to snow up until our early morning, and I'm headed up to the hay yard. I'll bring probably 4 bales home to the home farm and have those just there ready to feed. So I'll go get that job done. Concludes the video from the last few days. Appreciate everyone watching. Hope the weather is better wherever you're watching from. Again, if you have any questions or comments about what we do here on the family farm, just put them in the comments. And as always, share the link with your friends. Encourage them to subscribe. And I think I'm probably about 300 and some subscribers away from my goal of 1,000. Thanks for watching, everyone.